Hello, everybody. Welcome. Wow, I almost said welcome to Kevin channeling for this. That was
Do not
close.
say that.
Well, that's not what we're doing tonight.
No.
So, Alanna and I, my name's Kevin. This is Alanna. We decided to jump on. We are the co-organizers of the April 6th YYC Spirit Fairs. So we wanted to jump on and just kind of tell you who we are, let you kind of in our story. So I'm going to kind of pass it over to Alanna, and she's going to go first and tell us all about us or all about her.
Okay. Oh, I can tell you about you. But anyway,
No, I'll do that.
okay. So my name is Alanna Scott King, for those who don't know me. And I have my own business, spiritual business called Akashic Dragon Healing, in which I've been doing for quite some time. But I have also been in several markets, so many markets, and so many fairs, as has Kevin. And we have been friends for a few years, and we're talking about organizing a spirit fair where we felt like it was a real community, as opposed to you just rent a table and you're there and whatever happens happens. And so that's what we decided to do. And so we wanted it to be a little bit in a hotel or somewhere nice, more like an expo.
Yeah.
So that's I'll turn it over to Kevin so he can
Well, actually, I'm going to delve down because I'm going to ask you about your business a little bit. What is the name of your business?
Akashic Dragon Healing.
Akashic Dragon Healing. And how long have you been doing that?
Professionally for 6 years.
Nice.
So I'm a Reiki master. I also do Akashic records. I do card readings. I work with dragons, and so I when I'm doing actual healing, it's with more than just Reiki. And Reiki's amazing, but I also pull in dragons, angels, and we work as a team together. And we also see what comes through for you at the same time. And I teach Akashic records as well as Reiki and a few other things. So, yeah.
It's important and there's a reason behind why I wanted to get that out and let people know what you do. And I'm going to tell them what I do.
Okay.
So
what do you do, Kevin?
I'm Kevin Hughes. I am a co-owner of Kevin Channeling. I say co-owner because my partner, Ellison, is, we started it together. Thus the name Ellie, Kevin and Ellie, Kevelli. I've been doing this since, I was going to say 1920.
Really? I can check on that, actually.
I look good for my age. Since 2020. And it was after I took these courses here and became a channeling expert that I jumped into it head first and decided, you know what? This is something I should have been doing a long time ago. So I've done well over 1,000 readings now. I have clients from all over the globe, from Bali, Indonesia, Australia, England, all over the US and Canada. And as Alanna was saying, we were sitting at an expo one day, and we thought, you know what? We could do something, and it wasn't a fact of we could do something better. And I want to make sure that's what gets out there, because that's not what we wanted to do. It was, we can do something different. We can make this because this is what we do. We're organizing a spirit fair is totally sidelined compared to what we do. As Alanna said, she has her business. She has a brick and mortar business. What part of Calgary is your brick and mortar business?
It's near Chinook Center, so it's in the south there. So
in the south?
Yeah.
And I do all mine on Zoom. And so...
I do both.
Yes. And so we wanted to, like Alanna said, we wanted to create more of a community feel, more of a different energy, if you will. So that's what we did. And obviously there's interest because we're humbled. And when I say humbled, we were talking just off the air.
Yeah.
I think we have less than a handful of tables left out of the 40 that were available, which is very humbling, and we're very excited. It's really lit a fire under both of us, I can say,
Mhm.
to make sure this is the best possible.
And can I just interject just for a
Yeah.
second here? Just to add on to, although this is our first event together, separately we have organized other big events that are not in like a spiritual industry, shall we say?
Yes,
So
exactly.
yes,
I
which
have
helps, right?
organized events that have raised in the excess of $50,000 in one evening. Atlanta has organized all kinds of different events.
Yeah.
And that's where we were like, well, why don't we use that experience that we have
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
see what happens? We'll just try one, see what happens.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're excited. I think this is going to be very cool. Will we make mistakes? Have we made mistakes? Heck
Yes.
yes. You should hear our conversations offline.
Yeah, and it's been good though. I must say it has flowed quite well, and I think it's for me it's really important that this isn't just like, and for Kevin as well, just planning an event and getting stuff done and making sure everything's booked. It's not totally like, obviously those things are important, but it has to be also for the vendors and the readers and the practitioners a good experience, right?
Yes.
Because that's so important, because we want the energy to be good in there, so therefore people will be drawn to the room and it'll be a positive experience. And we're looking at we look at who is interested as well and see if
Yes.
they
We've been
can
quite
fit, right? So,
particular on
you know
who's coming in. We want to make sure we have that cool vibe, if
yeah,
you will. We
yeah,
want people to walk in and go, "Oh, this is cool."
yeah.
And hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can do that. If you're watching, we are streaming off a third party site, but we can see all the chats. So if you're watching and you have a question, by all means, put them into the chat. Can you see the chats, Alanna?
I can.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you could see
There's
them if I
none,
didn't
there
have.
isn't anything yet, right?
There isn't anything
No,
as
not
of
yet.
yet.
Okay, just checking.
So
It's like, can I?
let's give them a rundown on what the event is, when it is, where it is,
Okay.
and hours, etc.
Okay. So it is on Saturday, April the 6th, 2024, at the Hotel Blackfoot on Blackfoot Trail. And also in with that as well, we have had signs printed, so we'll have them on Blackfoot Trail so that people will know that, it's going on, as opposed to hoping people know we're there. That
Yeah.
never really works out, right? And so and we are asking as well if everybody can invite people as well. So, and the great thing too is the room is right beside the check-in desk. So you walk in the front door and this ballroom is right next to it. And so
You
even
pretty
for
much
people that don't know,
walk right into the ballroom. Like if
yeah,
you walk into the hotel, the check-in desk is on your right,
and
the
the ballroom
ballroom's
is
on
left.
your left,
Yeah.
and it's like you're right dead center when you walk in.
It's a really good location, because from all over the city, whether you're in the north or the south, you come off Deerfoot, come off Glenmore, it's right there. And so I think that that was important to make sure that would work.
And the other thing that I wanted to make sure, because we've been to a couple fairs where parking was atrocious. When they're held at rec centers or they're held at very small community halls, and they just don't have parking. We wanted to make sure
Oh,
that there was parking available.
yeah.
And at Blackfoot, a hotel, there is a ton of parking. There's all kinds
Mhm.
out front, and then off to the side, they have another huge parking lot for, I think it's called the Laugh Shop, the comedy.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a little cafe there too. So that way, if you want to zip out, get a coffee or whatever,
Or
or
a
get
beer.
some food, or that's in the lounge. I wasn't mentioning
Oh,
that. Okay. um, and Vera asked a question, and it's 10 until 6 that day.
yeah. So Vera asked a question. No, people watching can't see the question, so I'm just going to do
Oh,
this so
sorry.
people can see the question.
Yeah, okay. The question was, what time does the event start and end?
There
Sorry
you
about
go.
that. You know, and
So
so
it's 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. For vendors, we will have access to the hall at
8. 8 a.m. in the morning if you want to come early, but also the night before, right?
What we'll need though, when we'll be sending out emails as we
Oh,
get
for
closer
sure.
to the date, we'll need to know who needs to come in Friday night so we can organize it.
Yeah.
Um, just so we don't have 30 people piling in Friday night and plugging up their lobby. Um, I think most people are going to come Saturday morning, I would assume.
Yeah, it depends. If you have, I mean, it starts at 10, right? So we're opening it up at 8.
Graham, how you doing, buddy? Graham won't be attending. He's in Minnesota.
He's in
But
a
it's good
different
to see you,
country.
buddy.
So yeah, but we're very excited. So,
We're very excited.
and
If
I'll,
you're, oh, go ahead.
sorry, we do this a lot, just so you know. And then, for those of you that didn't get an email about this tonight, because I did send an email out today, for those of you that have been following us, there are not a lot. It looks like there's not a lot of followers on our page on Instagram or Facebook. The reason is because it's a new page, and
Yeah.
so just so you're aware of that. And I have made graphics of each individual vendors, practitioners, and readers, but I haven't received that many photos and bios. And so if you didn't get the email, there was an email sent out today. You could look at that for the vendors and you guys. Send it to me and I'll make it right away and then I'll put it right on. And
Exactly.
so and please share.
Yes, and that's something I was going to bring up. Something I have found when I have done the different fairs I have done or expos is the organizer doesn't really give anybody anything to share except near the very end, a day away. We're going to start we need to talk about this off air as well. We're going to start an advertising campaign here in the next week or so.
Mm-hmm.
And really hit hard in the Calgary area across all our social media pages. So we want this to be a massive success.
Mm-hmm.
We've been asked numerous times, how many people are you expecting? The last fair you did there, would you say 500?
Yeah, it's hard. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some of the vendors that are coming in, if they end up on here tonight, we can double check if they know, like Julie and a few others. But we'll see. But it was quite steady all day. At that particular fair, I was doing readings, and it was nonstop. There will be no dueling, Graham.
Graham, it's only you, man. It's only when you're here that we can do dueling mediums.
Because there's no stage, so we won't have anybody up there doing talking and stuff like that. Just because we don't have the room, we wanted to.
And not only that, I found it to be very distracting. I was lucky at the last fair I was at. I was outside the main room, but for the vendors that were inside the main room, when they were trying to do a reading inside the room, with having a speaker right in front of you on a microphone and they were loud, it was hard to do a reading.
Yeah, it is.
So we made that conscious decision not to go that way.
Yeah.
And I think it has its place.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we're going to talk probably after we get this done about doing another type of, I'm going to call it an expo rather than a fair, where it's just strictly speakers.
Yeah.
No vendors, just speakers. And
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I think it would be a cool idea.
A different type, right? It's more like a symposium or whatever. So
yeah, exactly.
For sure. Anyway, but we're throwing our own ideas, and we'd love to hear some of your ideas as well on what you would like to see in the future. But yeah, but for this one, I think it'll be lots of fun, and I know a lot of people that are coming, and so that will help too.
If you are a vendor, practitioner, or a reader, I think we've expanded. We had to expand our reading section because there were so many readers that wanted to join in. So we do have a couple tables available. You can reach us. What is the email address? Spirit Fairs with an S, YYC @gmail.com. Send us an email. Let us know what you do, and then we will figure out where we can accommodate. Like Alanna was saying, I think there's 4 tables left, maybe 5, but I'm
Yeah.
going to say 4 for
Yeah, I think
sure.
it's 4 for sure. Yeah. So not too many, shall we say, which is great. I'm really glad that people are drawn to this particular fair, and we're really excited about that too. So, but
We will be posting this recording. If you haven't had a chance, if you just tuned in and you didn't get to hear the whole thing, it will be posted on all our social medias and on our personal pages, as well as Spirit Fairs YYC pages. You got anything else to add there, Miss Alanna?
Vera asked a question. Will you be sending out a map as to where the vendors will set up? We'll do that closer, I would imagine,
Yeah,
once we.
I think that will be more when you show up. We'll have a map of where you will be.
Yeah, so that everybody knows where they are and stuff like that.
Trust me when I say we'll be over organized. If anything, we'll be over organized.
Yeah.
But it'll be in alphabetical order.
Really good question, though, Vera. Thank you.
It is a great question, Vera.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions before we wrap up?
Yeah.
I don't think so. If you do, reach out to us on our social medias. You can get me at Cavelli Channeling. You can get Alanna. Where's the best place that they can reach out to you, Alanna?
Even on our own pages, like on the Spirit Fair YYC page, in messages too, right?
Exactly.
So, or I'm Akashic Dragon Healing, but we do have Instagram and we have Facebook. So you just message us on those as well. Whatever's most convenient for you too, right? Or email, of course.
Exactly.
Did you want to put the email up on the bottom of the screen?
Oh, yes, I can do that, can't I? Let me do that.
You have the power.
I have that power. You probably don't want to see any of that, so I'll have to add. And it is, keep talking.
Spirit Fairs YYC at gmail.com. So, yeah. So, and if anybody is wondering about anything else, let us know because, we're trying to cover everything, but there might be something that you're wondering about, and don't be shy, just reach out because we really do want to make sure it's a really great experience for everybody that's going to be there. So that would be fabulous.
Fabulous.
And if you know anybody else who might be interested in this Spirit Fair as well, and please share. I did send out a JPEG of the Spirit Fair as well on today. So if you have a copy of it as well then.
Yes. There you go.
Okay, and there's a couple of questions from Vera.
A couple of questions. Will there be power at the tables? If you need power, please email us and let us know. We'll be sending out an email asking that question. But if you need it, please let us know, and we'll ensure you do have power to your table.
Because not every table has power, of course.
Exactly.
And definitely Wi-Fi because it's in a hotel, right?
Yes.
So no problem. We'll get the Wi-Fi password and everything for everybody. So that's
exactly. Yeah, Wi-Fi will just be it won't be a secure Wi-Fi. It'll just be the Wi-Fi on the from the hotel. When can we come set up? We talked about that earlier, but it's Friday night, 6:00.
What time? I'll have to double check. We'll send us an email if you want to.
I'm going to say 6 because I work my full-time job till 5.
Yeah.
So I won't be off till 5. So we'll say from 6:00 on.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if it's 6 or 8. I forget. But it's we'll check with what they told us. Or you can also come early the same day because it starts at 10. So if you want to come at 8, we'll be there from 8. If you want to set up before instead of coming the night before.
Exactly.
Just let us know it's most convenient for you. And like the Blackfoot is literally 10 minutes from where I live. So, it's not a problem to pop over there or whatever, and
we'll be there definitely Friday night getting all the tables, make sure everything's set up the way we had requested it. All the tables will have your names on them. And we'll have pieces of paper with your name on them. So placards, we'll call them, for lack of a better word. And so each table will have your name. You'll walk in, we'll tell you, you're over there, you're over there. There'll just be somebody at the front door directing you where to go, because they'll have the master list.
Yeah. And we can give you, like, we'll have a map and everything.
And the reason I didn't commit to sending out a map, because a lot of times people need to change. We need to change tables around. One of the biggest things is power. Some people don't need power. Other people need power. So we would have to, from what I have now, we're probably going to have to shuffle people around to accommodate people who need power.
Where the outlets are.
Well, and we can run extension cords as well.
For sure, right?
And whatnot.
Yeah.
So, excellent. Well, I think we could wrap it up now.
And Cindy, did you have any other questions that you were wondering about? Because I know she was coming a little bit late because she had to do something beforehand. And so I just don't want to make sure you didn't miss anything. Well, I guess you wouldn't know. Anyway, but I meant if there's another question that I haven't answered yet, I just want to double check with everybody,
So people who want to attend, it's Saturday, April 6th from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. And it's a $10 entry fee.
Yes.
Kids free?
Is it
under 12?
I think it's under 12 or something like that.
Free?
We'll send all that information out as well.
We'll put that out for sure.
For sure.
Cindy, you can watch this. We'll post a video on all our social medias, on Facebook and on Instagram. It'll be a YouTube link that'll take you to Cavelli Channeling YouTube, and you'll be able to watch this whole thing again.
Yeah, so it'll be good. And so we still have a few things to double check, and then just want to make sure. But again, anything you think of, just send an email or reach out, message us, whatever it is that works for you, because we want to make sure you get the answers you need.
There you go. There you go. Anybody else have any questions before we wrap it up?
And I just want to also say thank you very much for trusting us and doing this with us, because we really appreciate it. Okay.
Yes. I want to echo that. When I said we're humbled, we really are. We went into this, we never do anything small, Alanna or I. If we're going to do something, we're going to do it big, and we're going to do it right. At least try to do it right. And so we could have started and did a 15, 20 table fair and got our feet wet doing a spiritual fair. With our experiences, though, we talked about it, and we have enough experience that we know what it takes to do a bigger event. So we said, well, why don't we use both of our experiences and make this a good event where we can attract hundreds rather than tens of people. So here's hoping. Put it out there, put it out in the universe, put it out on social media. And trust me when I say we're going to blast it on social media. It's going to be a big campaign. And we're going to ask that you guys share that campaign as well. So thank you so much. Until April 6th, which isn't that far away.
I know, it's coming up so quick.
So quick. What is it? We got 1, 2. It's only 3 weeks away.
Yeah. So
that's exciting.
Oh.
Okay.
So it'll be great. But thank you so much. And I really appreciate you tuning in tonight too. We both did. So
take care, everybody.
Okay, thanks. Bye.